Welcome, everybody. It is Jason and Zach again from R2B Technologies. And recently we were asked by somebody about Microsoft Recall. And so Microsoft Recall was a feature that was released with Windows 11, and it was intended to enhance productivity by taking frequent snapshots of everything that you're doing on the screen. Everything. Throughout your day, all the private conversations, password inputs, all this stuff. It was originally intended to increase productivity so that you can go back and search what you were doing. However, I think there's some risks that are involved with this. Zach, I'm sure you would love to expand on that part.
Yeah, I certainly would. Now, to preface this, Microsoft has come out with a few things to kind of make it a little bit safer. But originally, when Microsoft pushed this out in late 2024, early 2025, they pushed out recall to every machine by default. So it was enabled by default. And like you said, Jason, takes a screenshot every 5 seconds of anything on your screen, which is pretty cool when you're trying to go back in time and find things or be like, oh, did I do this or did I not? Because then you can use AI to actually tell you if you did or not do a task. But where the risk comes in is when you're doing that and you're on, say, a personal banking website, and then guess what? Your credentials get saved or transactions get saved, and AI has access to that. And where does Microsoft save it? Originally, it was saved in plain text right on your machine. So it was really easy to get at, really easy to exploit for an attacker. So Microsoft was like, oh, whoa, 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 wait a minute. And there's a lot of pushback from the community, and they've gone back and they've kind of redesigned it a little bit, so to speak. Good.
Yeah, no, you're right. So at least now it's not enabled by default. So users must opt in. In other words, click the button that enables the screenshot, the screen capture, right? But yeah, but what happens if your computer gets compromised and a hacker is in there looking at things? What can happen then?
Yeah, I mean, it's still the same. I mean, for the most part, the database is stored in plain text or very minimal security. So as a cybersecurity company and as a cybersecurity conscious individual, like most of you who are watching this are, what you're going to want to do is make sure that it's actually protected. And there are a couple ways to go about that. If you're a company, you want to make sure that you have policies on how you govern AI and how you can use Recall or Copilot from Microsoft in your own organization. Other things you can do is you can use advanced Windows security or some Windows biometrics in order to secure the database. You can use things like BitLocker to secure your hard drive, which if you don't have it, please, and you have a Windows machine, please enable BitLocker on your machine. Just do it. Hands down, first thing you should do right now. Free tip. So
Yeah,
yeah.
for sure. That's a good one. But that only works for business class machines, not Windows home operating systems, right?
Yeah, you're correct. You can do some aftermarket things or some third party things to kind of encrypt your hard drive, but we're talking specifically about business class, business license machines. So any of those pro versions of Windows that you have.
Right, right. But like you said, if your organization for some reason wants to enable this feature because you really think that it's going to increase your productivity, it's important to document that decision. Make sure you document why you're enabling it, and then, as Zach was saying, make sure you have a policy in place, which is what it is, why it's being used, how it should be used, things like that, because you want your entire organization to be on the same page with stuff. So, like I said, it is a feature that was introduced by Microsoft, but it is at the same time a security incident that's waiting to happen.
Yeah, it 100% is a security incident waiting to happen. It's like any other non-secure data. Sorry, cat caught my tongue there. It's like any other piece of non-secure data. It's the same thing that if you have, let's say, Dropbox. If you have a Dropbox that's easily accessible, same thing. People are going to get into it. It's just the way it is. So you need to make sure you protect that data very heavily, especially because it's taking screenshots of your machine and absolutely everything you do every 5 seconds. That's pretty good frequency, and you're able to really put together someone's habits, things that they're looking at. You're able to piece together their workflow and anything else that an attacker may want to do in order to exploit you.
Absolutely. All right. Well, thank you for that. And thank you for listening, everybody. Stay safe out there. Stay vigilant. We'll see you next time.